And welcome to Take Time. I'm your host, Patrick Marlett, here with the Diver. The Diver. And today we're looking at the latest model by Reverie watches, Diver. I kid you not. It was decided that this would be the one to rule them all, so why bother naming it beyond what it is? A diver. Of course, I'm only kidding. I actually like the moxie shown by Reverie here. Some facts about this watch. 1, it is a prototype, so the finishing and detailing will only get more refined with the finished product, we hope. And 2, it's seen a few hands before making its way to my own. So hopefully they were gentle with it, otherwise shame on them because you're going to be getting 4K macro imagery of a lot of scratches in a few seconds. We'll see how that turns out. Also note, guys, that one of these divers will be gifted to the channel, so special thanks goes out to Sam and the Reverie team for that. Thank you, I appreciate it. But unlike all those biased reviews out there, you're going to get a little bit of the bad, the good, and verdict concerning the diver. Starting with the bad, though a signature of the brand, I feel the guilloche patterning of the center dial doesn't play along well with the diamond aesthetic of the handset and dial. These diamond accents are found everywhere, from the minute track to the counterbalance of the seconds hand. The diver came diamond studded. The look to me is a bit jarring, juxtapose the wavy, wonderful patterning of the center dial. This will obviously come down to personal taste, but I don't feel the two marry well together. The cushion case of the diver is perfectly proportioned in my eyes for the modern gent to the fashionable bro. However, the bezel itself is a bit diminutive in scale. While it seats itself nicely against the top of the case, I do find my larger hands have trouble fiddling with it. If you, like me, use the bezel of your diver once a year, this won't be an issue. But if you're actively engaging with it, you may find trouble operating it as well. Perhaps a wider bezel having the top bevel out to a wider diameter would have helped with operation. Still, the smush down and crank method seems to work fine. The diver's dial is really well executed in terms of design. It's reminiscent of many a vintage diver with the rectangular markers and double marker at 12, but combines a bit of Reverie with this retro look, giving it a chic appearance. Just as practical as any diver dial that comes to mind, with the diver, you can't go wrong. I love cushion case designs. While I don't personally own one, yet. The look is definitely a cut above the monotonous diver designs all too frequently seen from micros. I'm glad that the diver went this route. The case is perfectly proportioned. Unisex in scale, so gents, bros, ladies, and gals will enjoy this equally on wrist. It's simply finished, no radial stroking along the top, just north to south strokes, same as the sides, though breaking up this pattern are 2 highly polished beveled edges on either side of the diver. Refined, simple, and again, well executed. The luminance on the prototype is fine. Again, prototype being the operative word here, so one would expect improvements on the production model. I'm particularly fond of the loomed tip of the icy seconds hand, a seamless and elegant touch opposed to a giant glob of loom in a circular ring. The bracelet calls to mind the J&M we had on the show, with a clasp to rival Rolex. You can quote me there. And wears comfortably on the wrist. Speaking of, what say you and I take a gander at the diver on my 7 1/4 inch wrist? Really nothing to gawk at or dislike about this model. Beyond a few aesthetic choices, the name really says it all. It's a diver. At early bird pricing for a watch with these specs is a sweet deal. I'm a huge fan of the Miyota 9039 found inside, and I'm always happy to find more micro offerings using it. If you're a fan of the diamond-studded diver, Reverie's got the market cornered on this particular look. Again, dudes and dudettes, my name is Patrick Marlett, and thank you for the time.